Chelsea versus Tottenham now. Chelsea 2.4, Tottenham 3.35, and the draw 3.5. Obviously, Tottenham suffering a blow, losing to Burnley, ending their clean record. They were sort of, if they'd have won this match, they'd have been closer up to Man City there. Do you think that they were in any chance for second place? Obviously now, no. But they were looking strong. They were looking strong against Dortmund. It's kind of a big blow, I think, for them to lose against Burnley.
Yeah, look, for me, it was a massive shock. I know Flash called it absolutely spot on. But yeah, I really fancied Spurs to go there and dig out a result, especially with Kane back. But look, as an Arsenal fan, I was very happy. But I did fancy them, I have to say, as we all said.
The big thing is, though, Nat, with the way the Premier League is this year, the way the front two have gone off, that nobody, even the front two, they can't afford to lose any games.
No.
And the thing is with Tottenham, remember we said in pre-season last year, Tottenham didn't add to their squad at all. Now, that was going to hold them in great stead because they had continuity. Obviously, they had Mora coming back and a couple of the injured boys coming back. But you can't play week in, week out, and then you go up against these sides. They won't let you play. And that's all Burnley. I think Tottenham have got a better chance against Chelsea than they had against Burnley last weekend. So there's a few reasons.
So are you taking Tottenham then?
No, I'm not. But I am taking under 2.5 goals.
Ooh.
And the reason, there's a couple of reasons. Chelsea just played 120 minutes. The whole club is in complete turmoil with the Kappa situation. The manager, they say the manager, they get beat, the manager's gone. This is Tottenham's derby. Do you know what I mean? Tottenham hate Chelsea near enough as much as they hate Arsenal. And yet, in fact, some hate Chelsea more than they hate Arsenal. So this is a massive, massive game for Spurs. I'm just going to go for under 2.5 goals. I can see this being a 1-0, 2-0, really, really tight game. I could also see this being another 0-0, you know.
You think that Chelsea will get a draw out of this then?
I'm just saying there'll be under 2.5 goals. It'll be a tight game. And under 2.5 is 2.
Oh. Well, Giorgio Michelangelo likes the under 2.5 goals at 2.05, and he says it's his banker. So let's wait and see. Chef Michael, what do you think? We've obviously talked about Tottenham quite a bit there. Chelsea, like Flash is saying, there does appear to be sort of turmoil, a massive defeat by Man City. How do they bounce back from that?
I don't think that they do. I mean, the way Sarri has handled the whole situation and trying to get this club on par with the Sarri ball, or whatever he wants to call it. I mean, it was an absolute embarrassment yesterday with the Kappa situation. And I think after the Spurs beat them, that'll be the dagger that sacks Sarri. I would have thought he would have been the next manager sacked, but Leicester beat them to it with their sack and Puel. But I just don't see how Chelsea come back and after playing, the 120 minutes, going to penalty kicks and having a chance to win that, and just an absolute blow to the morale. So I see Spurs taking this, and I'm going to take them outright at 3.11. I think getting Kane back, there's still too much firepower and too much pace for Chelsea to keep up with.
Okay. Also, as well, for those, I'm guessing at the price there of Tottenham, a draw, no bet as well. If there's a couple of people sort of thinking that there might be a draw here, so if you did want to sort of tread carefully there, if not, if you think that Tottenham will win, go for it. What do you think, Russ?
Yeah, I'm taking 2.4 Spurs draw, no bet.
Yeah.
Totally agree with Flash and Chef Michael. Flash, yeah. I think Spurs do have more chance of winning this than they did against Burnley. I think Spurs won this 3-1 last year quite comfortably. And they know if they've got any chance of winning the league, although their odds, I think, are dropped to like 66 to 1. Again, they win this. Again, they're still sort of 6 points off. They've still got to go to Anfield. They've still got to go to City. And Obviously, they will need to get a result here, obviously, and then they've got Arsenal on the weekend. So, 2.4, Spurs draw no bet. I think Chelsea, although for me, I thought Chelsea were outstanding yesterday. I thought man for man, they probably were the better team over 120 minutes. Didn't get it done then. And obviously penalties, obviously we know the situation with Kepa, obviously minutes ago. I think Hazard had a good few chances yesterday. Willian, I thought they were strong all over the park. Defensively, they were strong. Although I think Man City was slightly under par. But yeah, after that demoralising penalty loss, I think Spurs can get this done.
Hey, Spurs draw no bet.
No,
No,
the big thing is with Tottenham, this is their season right here, right now. Because if they lose, that's against one of their top 4 rivals closing the gap. Then they go to Arsenal. That's one of their top 4 rivals that can close the gap. Then they have to play Manchester United, one of their top 4 rivals, and close the gap. All of a sudden, where they were like challenging, and they were never challenging, but they were obviously in the race. They could be like looking over their shoulder, thinking we might not even make top 4 here. So they've got to make sure they don't slip up.
Yeah.
And they hate Chelsea.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about managers being sacked and things, it seems like we're losing a lot of managers this season. It's a couple of bad results, and it's like, get him out. Is it more than we usually have had over the past couple of seasons, or is it just me?
I think it's about average. Flash, you probably know more than me.
Yeah.
Right. So what about this is just the normal amount of managers that we seem to be losing this year?